Yo, what's up, people? How are you doing? It's your team again, your boys again. Hey, your ever-loving team again, and this is Football Fun Channel. Tell us what do you think, and what's your view? What's your take on the channel? And yeah, this is not just our channel, but it's for us to get to understand what our audience want. And yes, sometimes you watch football with this eye whereby you think this is one of the best teams. These are the teams that is role models. These are the teams with the best players in the world. Only to realize that some of these players, they got a dinosaur behavior, which is not needed in the context of playing soccer and playing football in this context. I'm talking about none other than the Inter Miami. Inter Miami was beaten by Seattle Sounders with all those stars that Messi lured to the MLS. They had to protest, fighting after the game, after they lose to Seattle Sounders, and it was a league cup. I don't understand this dinosaur behavior from Luis Suarez. First, he started spitting on the Seattle's technical coaches, and that one was a big one, and all the players started coming to protect their coach, and it brought a lot of drama, and it was all pegged with fighting, players fighting. And this behavior, we don't expect them from players, especially the Inter Miami players. So, and again, we got to go to La Liga. In the biggest news in La Liga, it's Barca versus Rio Vallecano, and that dinosaur behavior, it's not changing. It's not. I don't understand, because you talk about a team which truly admitted that they were paying referees from 2001 until 2018. You know what I'm saying? Which is Barcelona. And they admitted, and Negreiro, the person who was being contracted by Barcelona to do foul things so that Barcelona wins. We're not talking about those Ballon d'Or today. We're talking about this behavior that this Barcelona type of small boys are portraying. That was not a penalty at all. Len Yamal need to grow. Okay, I would say he needs to grow. One, two, he knows that his administration, or according to Barcelona, they are always protected. Oh, they're always gimmicky. I've never seen such a law or life like that. There is a penalty for Barcelona to equalize. Rayo, the Vallecano team, they protested to the referee, go and check on the VAR. All of a sudden, there is a technical glitch. VAR is not working. Come on, man. Give me a break. What is that? What kind of behavior is that? And when I speak, people are like, this guy is a Real Madrid fan. Yes, I'm a Real Madrid fan, but some of these things, they are unbearable. You can't bear this. This is too much. It's killing football. People must win straightforward. Come on. You were supposed to lose. If it's a lose, it's a lose. Technical glitch? Barcelona? Technical glitch? Come on, man. Are they using computers from 1947? Or cables from 1958? Come on. I don't know. Give me your take on that.
Man, I don't know where did you get those news, or where did you see those news, but there was no technical glitch. 1, 2, that penalty, we were not equalizing, we were leading. They equalized. We scored first. 3, we have seen those penalties many times from Vini Jr. You touch a player like Vini, like we have seen them a lot in Real Madrid. You touch a player like Yamin Lamar in the box, I go down. Simple. If we can't score goals, we have to play the game. You touch me, don't make silly conduct in the box if you don't want penalties. They have announced this in La Liga that they are not gonna go to the VAR on a simple clear foul. They're only gonna go to the VAR on serious matters. They're trying to reduce this thing of VAR taking too much game time, whereby now they have to be like 10 extra minutes and all those. So they have announced in La Liga, if you've seen the news, they have announced that even that thing of pulling each other during corner kicks in the wasting time, people are going to be penalized and penalties are going to be given, because they don't want this thing of people spending too much time and reducing the game time instead of VAR checking this, VAR checking what. So it's
But
good.
you're not
That was a
answering the
penalty.
question. You're not answering the question. You're not answering the question. Did they go to the VAR and say the VAR is not working?
They did not. They
They
never got.
went. They went. It was not
No, no.
working. The videos are there. The videos are there. What do you mean?
No ways. I was watching that video. They did not go to VAR and say the video they are not working. No ways. No way. That was
What did they
was
do?
an
What did they do?
infield decision, and it was finalized. Clear. You made a clear contact. That's like Yamin Lamau. You know the person that you're playing with. You touch me, I go down. Any simple contact, you touch me, I go down. And if we find referees that are sleeping, we get penalties. That's how football is.
I want something. I want. You know, we don't want to spend the whole review on one segment. We have to move on, and big one, which is the Premier League, and the Premier League was on fire this weekend, and both of the big teams they lost, and we're talking about Manchester City lost to Brighton, and Nottingham Forest losing to West Ham 3-0. Manchester City lost 2-1, and if you look at those surprises that happened, it was not unbearable, I could say it. Then again, the drama happens in Anfield, which is Soboslai's cracker. I'll call it a banger against Raya. I wasn't expecting Raya to have a glimpse of what happened. You know, before he knew it, the ball was in already, and kudos to Soboslai. And yeah, that was a big one. But it was a boring game for me, because I was expecting to see Gyökeres, Declan Rice doing some things, Zubimendi or the Odegaard of our time and stuff. But yeah, it was just one of those things which bound to a just flat play all in all. No, nothing fancy, nothing fancy, nothing outstanding, no cracker, no killer passes, no. But at the end of the day, Liverpool had an upper hand.
Yeah, I mean, that game, the one for Arsenal and Liverpool, it was entertaining, but not really that much. I mean, we didn't see those kind of saves and all those. Like, it was like defending one another until someone just get one chance and capitalize on that chance, then defend, done. Arsenal lost. And then, Man City are going to struggle. One, me and you have talked about this. Pep Guardiola, he has never been a coach like your Klopp, your Jose Mourinho, Ancelotti, and all those. He has been a coach who capitalized on the transfer, where you go and buy players that are perfect, come and do it. He's not a coach that can build a team from down without no players and go and win games. And Man City currently, they are under that impression of wanting to be built from scratch, man, because this thing of buying players is not working. The same thing that they were struggling with last season is still the same thing that is wanting them this season again. The same way they played with Brighton last season is the same way that Brighton played them this season. They went to halftime leading 1-0, coming back, they lost 2-1. So, yeah, man, I feel like they're going to struggle the whole season, man. That thing of them being undefeated and invincible and all those, it's finished now. Whether Rodri is there or he's not there, they're going to struggle, man.
It's really a sad but a good one on the other end. Tottenham lost to Bournemouth, and Bournemouth seem to be on a very good pitch in the way they do business, because they won 1-0 to Tottenham. Tottenham was at home, White Hart Lane, and imagine in that beautiful stadium, you win. You are literally showing that we are not some underdogs anymore. Because Bournemouth last season they were playing good, and to come and play and win White Hart Lane. So against Leeds, Newcastle looked hell, because the energy that they had against Liverpool the previous week was massive. But when they were playing Leeds, it wasn't that, man. They were not giving that. It was kind of flat, because they didn't create chances much like the way they did on Liverpool, and they didn't crack Liverpool. They didn't crack Leeds, and which led them to a new draw, which is some bad news for them. And with Isak saga that has been happening, there is no excuse at all. But it's something you can see the effects of you letting go some big names out of the team and stuff.
Yeah, man. Newcastle this season is might be a little bit of a different, but they'll pick up, man. It's just that they were just struggling with this Isak Saka, but I think they'll pick up. They'll pick up. But another big one that for me, the one for Aston Villa and Crystal Palace, where Aston Villa lost to Crystal Palace. Man, oh man, Crystal Palace, put an eye on it this season. Man, they're playing, man. They are coming for all these big teams, man. But it is what it is. They won. Aston Villa lost. Like all the teams that have been winning, they lost. Tottenham lost, Nottingham Forest lost, Man City lost, Arsenal lost, Aston Villa lost, Newcastle drew. You can see that the weekend was not really good apart from us, the Manchester boys. We know when we're going for an international break, we can't go with a draw now. We're not Arsenal. We can't go with a lose going for an international break.
And going to Sunderland, which is on fire. Sunderland won 2-1 against Brentford, and the big one, which is Chelsea. Chelsea, they look very stable, and with their recent additional into their team, I think I see them progressing to the biggest level and adding Garnacho, Gettens, Neto is gonna be a very good powerhouse. You have Pedro, and which is it's gonna be a very good lethal weapon. Only that they don't need to be injured in the international break, because most of those people they go and play in their countries. And not forgetting, Madrid need to make a plan. I think Madrid need to sign Enzo Fernandez whilst it's still time, because Enzo Fernandez, hi man, hey, that guy is good, man. And Wolves versus Everton. Who knew Everton was gonna get up like that? Who? Not even one person knew, which is something amazing, because Wolves has been on a very good path, but all of a sudden they got decline in their performance. I think it's because of Kuna, or I don't know, but yeah, Everton went 3 and Wolves were 2 down, and so it was 3-2 in favor of Everton, won the match. Aston Villa and Crystal Palace, it was a night to remember. Crystal Palace mean business this time around. That team, I just love them, man, because they don't show that we need a big name to be in the top 6 or top 10. We play with those players, but we still. So for me, I was so happy because they are really in a very good position. I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, Crystal Palace are really in a good position, man. I saw, regardless of Eze going, they are literally gonna slag a bit, because now Eze is left in there. I think earlier on we also talked about Mark Gay. Their defenders also going to, is it Liverpool as well? I think Mike Gay is going to Liverpool, if not, yeah. So they're gonna slag a bit, but Crystal Palace are a really strong team, man. They keep on producing out of nothing, and then they come up with good players. But yeah, man, it was a good weekend for us. We can say that, but for many teams, it was not looking nice.
And again, the last one before we go, Matthias Kuna is gonna be out, and yes, it's a big blow for United, and I think it's a solved equation, because we were struggling to put in Mount in the team, to put in Kobe Bino in the team, and it's a vacant that's very open. I think there's someone who we are overlooking. Joshua Zexis, when he was playing against Venley, he looked very sharp, and he knew what he was doing, and which is something that we all need, and something that we all look forward to. Zexis and Mino, they are supposed to stay, not going anywhere else, because they really know what they are doing. They are in a very good position to win us trophies.
Yeah, Zex and Mino should stay. Zex, yeah. I'm sure even Amorim saw something on Zex, because at some point when they came, Zex and Welland, at some point people didn't want Zex, like, he's too big and all those. But you can see that the man has put some work, man. He's been working very hard to be order to play there. And you can see Amorim wanted him to stay. That's why he actually let go of Welland. But yes, man, it's a good week. Boring for us. We lost Matthias Kuna. That's a little bit of a downgrade, man. Because the man was on fire, man. Come on. Ow. Let's hope he's not going to be out for too long. Just hope so.
I think only what I can say is the weekend was a beautiful one, and we'll see what's best. And we're looking forward to bring a guest next week for the Sunday preview. We'll bring a guest, and yeah, that's all that we can say. Then yeah, it is great and awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for the support and whatever that you're doing for us. Commenting, I see YouTube was banning this weekend. People were kind of following, subscribing, and yeah, kudos, much love and salute, which is something that we're looking forward to. And thank you so very much.